in a secular sense. People don't understand, the word in a secular sense. Still, you can understand that the battle is in your mind. So take the feedback, for example.
Yeah.
It's the same sentence, the same words, but the way you take it is like, oh, okay, that means we on the right track.
Right.
And the way I take it, I'm like, how dare you? I mean, I didn't think that, like, really, but I did think it wasn't a positive thought that I thought. I was like, I want to stop reading the feedback because it hurt. This is different.
It's real.
Well, yeah.
It's like comfortable but uncomfortable.
Yeah, because it's new.
Because it's new.
So, elaborate on that. Because you just started the show.
Comfortable but uncomfortable because it's new.
Because it's new.
No. Not necessarily all of that. Just the fact that you said it feels good. It's uncomfortable.
So everybody who's watching this for the first time, this is the first time in this setup. So the second time in this environment.
Yes.
And the first time of the new equipment and stuff. So we feel like official.
Distinguished.
Yeah, it's like super official.
Very established. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, even though this is like, I ain't gonna tell them how many shows it is. It ain't that many shows, but it feels like we've been doing it forever. Because we've been planning it, and
since
man, the
Q4 last year.
Yeah. I hear it now.
Yeah, hey, look, I was
wasn't you this time.
I was just finna say, dang,
that wasn't you this time.
You activated for real.
That wasn't you this time.
Oh, man.
But the discomfort, that's where the growth
that's
comes.
That's it,
Discomfort. Steve Harvey said it. He said you gotta be comfortable in uncomfortable position. You gotta get comfortable being uncomfortable. Because that's the only way you're gonna grow.
Yeah.
Like growth and change happens in discomfort. And I feel like if I turn my face the wrong way, I feel like I'm gonna bump it. So I mean, it takes time to get comfortable with something new. This ain't gonna be, we may not be comfortable this time. We may feel like I want to move it, but I need to stay there because it needs to catch my voice.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's necessary.
It is.
The change is necessary.
I feel something coming, Rashad.
Hey.
I feel the Holy Spirit activated.
The change is necessary, man.
Yes, sir.
And what I wanted to talk about, what I was thinking about earlier, I don't even remember what I was thinking about, but this is kind of ties in with that. Some of the feedback that people were giving was uncomfortable. Like you said so-and-so said, I started reading it. I was like, I don't want to hear it. Like, this sucks.
I actually didn't look at it like that. I was so optimistic that I looked at these are areas of improvement.
I looked at it like, what do you know?
Yeah. But
I
looked at it like you. And then I said, dang, this is a lot. They took time to want us to be better.
They did.
And you wouldn't look at it like that because you strong in that area. We got to get there.
Mm-hmm.
So
I wasn't looking at it like that.
See, look, that's
why they're the different perspectives.
Yes, that's what I was just trying to say. That's why you got to be careful with what you say. You got to be careful with what you hear when people say it, because
I agree.
Sometimes it could be took wrong. I was like, well, why they? And then I said, okay. My first thought was maybe somebody, whoever this is, know what they talking about. Then I started reading. I was like, they might be right. But back to what you're saying, Josh. You said you didn't like to critique.
Mm-mm.
The crazy thing is, the truth is what sets us free.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that we can take constructive criticism to become better.
It wasn't you.
Huh?
That wasn't you.
Oh, y'all heard it again. Oh, I was locked in. I ain't even hear that trying. So, man,
But yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to talk, and it came out anyway.
Yeah.
It came right around to it. Like the discomfort and the growth, but don't take those things personally.
Yes, sir.
The feedback that you're getting from the wise counsel, the feedback that you're getting even from people on the outside looking in, they may not mean no harm. Don't take it personal. Even the ones that do mean it harm.
Don't take it personal.
Don't take it personal. Like the comment section, they say don't read them. Don't read them. But if you get that, like you look at it with a different lens. Every like comment and every critique, every like, even if somebody is blasting you, I imagine you probably still look at it like, maybe there's something I can do to get better. And that's the way we should look at it. We shouldn't look at it like, oh my God, like they say our sound sucks. And it did. Like I agree with it, but it still like, it didn't hurt my feelings, but it made me angry. Like it kind of was like, so that turned into change.
I'm super ambitious about it. Because it's new for me, so honestly, I feel like I'm trying to keep.
Did you just try?
Unfortunately, I was. Regrettably, I attempted. I felt not even in a race, but wanting to equate myself to you, both of you, because you have that experience. I'm the new one in the group, and like I told you, Josh, it's like the rebirth of it.
But you knew, but you got something new to offer that we might have been along the lines of it, but you sharpen us. Once again, back to you sharp. That's really what it is. You pushed because I be in my daily life and you're not around.
Yeah.
And I be hearing your words.
Me too.
They're effective.
I agree.
You make a difference, bro.
I pass them on to other people.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm like, Rashad said this, Rashad said that. My wife be like, if you say one more Rashad. She didn't say it, but I can feel it. Like,
hey, I appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
I told you it's all new for me.
That's the iron sharpening iron. That's you.
That's fulfilling.
We taking what you say, because when you smacked me the other day, and I said little, and that hurts. It didn't like, I ain't want to cry, but it hurts. Like the correction is hurt. It ain't supposed to be painless sometimes. It ain't supposed to feel good when you get corrected, when you get feedback, positive or negative, or constructive criticism, whatever you want to call it. It ain't always supposed to feel good. But when I kept saying little, because little is like, depending on how you use it, it can be taken in a negative connotation.
Right.
And the way I was using it, it was like belittling something that should have been either normal or big.
Right.
So when I said little, you said smack. I was like, oh. I was like, okay, I see what you're saying now. I feel you.
It matters, man.
Yeah. I didn't take it personally.
I appreciate it.
Don't take it personally. The feedback, the criticism, the smack, when it's done in love, when it's done in like, I want to see you do better. Like don't take it personally.
Yeah, but everybody can't handle that, bro. Until they're, which leads me to what I was thinking. Like if you say, for instance, in your walk with Christ, use that. There's somebody over you that's direct helping you into the right directions of experience that they've been in, or they're being told through God how to guide you. At first, when somebody tells you something, you're gonna feel away. That's because you're immature. But once you start to grow for real and start to find comfort in the discomfort, you can say to me, hey Q, I think you should, take the shades off next time, so it'll be more passion behind. They can really see your eyes in it instead of me. Man, who the man think he is? Trying to tell me what to do, and then be like, okay. Now with more mature in my life, I taken it like he ain't mean no harm. He just want the best for me. He want to see me, and then the next time we do a show, and somebody come in, they could just say, man, it was just something in your eyes. They can't see them right now.
It's a connection, right?
You talking about the eye contact?
Yeah, that's a form of connection.
It is, but I should.
And some people use them to hide behind something. Yeah.
Or they've struggled in that area using it for the wrong.
Using the eyes for the wrong reason.
But it's really sometimes hiding. Because it's comfortable. But
that's like when I like to go, when I go out places, I like to wear shades like that so people can't see my
see
eyes.
me, but I can see everything.
I can see
I'm looking. But like you said, I could just be, sometimes I just want to be cool. But sometimes, don't bother me. Cause you don't, and then I got the face, and then you know the beard and stuff don't make it no better, so it just look like I'm serious. Yeah, so it's just
preference.
Yes, preference. But I'm not hiding any longer. But if you was to correct me on that, I know you got the best interests at heart for me, and I know you don't have a hidden agenda on why. That's where the growth and the maturity can connect with your correction.
Yeah. And
I can be okay. So yeah, that's the moral of what I was saying. Mm-hmm. I like how my mic's sitting up like this.
You feel like you about to spit some bars, ain't it?
You know what? I ain't thought about rapping. I was really thinking more of motivation, man. That's what I was thinking about.
A little shot. Now you got the whole setup with the.
Yeah, I know a guy that knows a guy.
Yeah.
I gotta just say I got access. Yeah, I got access.
Man, I was listening. Me and JT was listening to that song the other day. The last one you just put out. It was Stand Alone. So it went hard. Like your verse went hard, but Teddy, like Teddy did go off. I ain't never seen him in that light though.
But listen though, I knew this. My main objective in that song was the chorus. I wasn't even putting a verse on there. Teddy and Crow was supposed to go on there.
Oh. So
Teddy was like, just tell what happened when you stood alone. But I knew how he was. See, you gotta be humble though. You can't be insecure. You have to be okay with everyone's gifts in one bowl. Mm-hmm. But we had a concoction. And that was just the beginning. The chorus, all me. His verse, I told him, I said, bro, I know you're nervous. I know you ain't done this before in front of people, but I'm gonna need for you to.
Couldn't tell.
Yes.
So you went out there and.
Did you see me in the back rapping his part? Yes. Bro, bro. Yeah. It ain't no competition for me.
That's good.
Cause I stand alone if I got to.
Stand alone if I got to.
That's bro. And see, I'm really I'm a chorus man and a freestyler.
Yeah.
But he's bringing now the next
like Lil Flip.
Yeah, in 2024 though. Lil Flip, they really weren't freestyling back then. They just had it just seemed like it to us because it was cool.
And he put it on a real slow beat so he could come up with
that's what it was.
Words while he was taking.
I can do that.
A lot of people can do that.
But yeah, man. I'm talking about something else. Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know why I got emotional when you said that, bro.
What was it?
When you brought it up. It's freedom. It was freedom in that to me.
You talking about what JT said something?
That and just the fact that it's effective. Mm-hmm. Cause when you go so long being unnoticed, don't think nobody see you, and all they see is your wrongs, and then you do something right. Up to now, seems like it's, or we go somewhere and nobody knows it happened, but we know God moved. Mm-hmm. And then to get the...
I want to elaborate on that.
Elaborate, sir.
Because I've had the same sentiments. The way you're perceived and the way so the way people perceive me and the way I felt about myself are two different people. Mm-hmm. Most people don't care to know that though.
They don't.
I remember that from the hot seat when you said that. When you talked about how people have never noticed you or listened to you or your voice didn't matter until the adult life. Until the adult life. And
it's still surreal to me.
And now we're telling you that what you tell us matters. And what you tell us sticks with us, and we're not only hearing it for ourselves, but we're passing it on to other people. And that's the effect
Yeah.
That's so
Iron
wild.
sharpening iron goes on, and then it's an effect from there. It's like sound waves from there. Like it gets heard like on, and that's our that should be our goal in life, is to have effect on somebody, and they can have effect on other people. We have multiple effects on multiple people, and then it spreads out from there. So that's like the whole point. And I guess that's why I look at the views and the comments and the likes differently now.
That's what I was about to say.
Now I'm looking at, before I was looking at, okay, like when we get up to so many, we can get paid this and that, and because it's cool to have 100,000 million followers.
Of course.
But now it's like, when I see the numbers go up, that means that feedback is coming up. We get better, and it has an opportunity to reach more people and have a positive effect on people. So it's the same outcome, but a different mindset behind it. So,
and it comes from what I always said in the birth of this baby. Never despise small beginnings.
Mm-hmm.
Now we starting to see from what we started then, and it like I said, it's surreal. But I want you to know, when you don't feel like nobody watching you or what you're saying, and I know you don't want to be seen or heard to be cool, when you saying it from a place of love and realness, and for somebody to change, even if you touch one person, you made a difference. But that video was up for like a couple hours, and there was 1,100 or something, and those were plays. That wasn't just a click on. They watched it. So, with that being said, that means that somebody watched it, and somebody sent it to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And then when somebody else sent it to somebody else, it struck. So, bruh, back to you make a difference, bruh.
You're having a bigger effect than
Yeah.
you realize, because all the people, you just teasing over there. He's like, okay.
Because I ain't used
keep
to
on
it, so-
bringing it, keep on. But yeah, bro, like,
I'm genuinely taking it
I
in.
see the people that are like following and sharing and commenting. I was like, man, I don't know these people. Like, some of them I recognize, but I'm like, what, these Rashad folks? It's like I said, I spammed everybody in my book when this stuff come out. But that's how you supposed to do in life, because it's easy for people out there to get sensationalized. Like negative stuff gets sensationalized.
Yeah.
When people put it out on social media, put it out on the news, like, people will click on somebody fighting before they will on somebody talking some motivation stuff. Like, come on. But that's human nature, though. But that's not the people that we're targeting.
No, not at all.
We're not. I like to be sensational, but for positive reasons.
And then the crazy thing, yeah, Rashad, if we were talking about stuff that didn't make sense, we wouldn't even be having those problems.
Yeah.
Because they would
We'll
really
be up here talking about people. And
yeah, and we'll be global right now. But when you're doing it the right way, and you ain't being messy, and you doing it our way, and we led how we do it, it only takes the right ear to get it.
I think that's what we talked about last time. We talked about that straight and narrow.
We did.
Mm.
Yeah, but
That vast and wide one, all these people taking that negative approach, they all going down that same tunnel, because there's so many people. It's crowded out there.
and it looked like that's the way to go.
Uh-huh.
The crowd over there, we need to go over there, everybody else. But I'm going, I don't know, I just see Josh and Rashad over here. Now I know and me knowing you, I'd be like, I know if something's really popping, Josh gonna be over there, but he over here. I'm gonna go with Josh today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna follow Josh today. So yeah, but
Just gotta make sure you're standing for the right thing.
that's it.
Because whether you like it or not, whether you're doing something positive or negative, people watching. Like, they always watching you. Especially if you got kids. And,
Of course. You know I'm big on access.
man.
Real big on access.
Whatever you giving them, they taking it in. I trust me, they taking it. But you gotta be careful.
Of course. Because not everybody has good intentions.
No. And some of them do, but they just don't know. They can't see them. And
it's breaking the cycle though.
Yes, but I saw something that said, Wallow. Gilly said, we're not fighting the outer man. It's the inner man. Mm-hmm. People will be up here sitting right here, y'all looking at me, listening to me. But I think that I'm saying something, but y'all hearing the inner man that's just angry, frustrated, mad at everything. But you can't see it because you haven't came to grips that there's a problem there. Mm-hmm. So I feel what you're saying, and it's gonna be over there.
This battle we fight is not of flesh and blood.
No. It's against principalities.
It's the unseen stuff.
The unseen. I didn't want to get too deep, so I'll let somebody else say it.
It's the unseen stuff that gets you, though. That's even in a secular sense. People don't understand, the word in a secular sense. Still, you can understand that the battle is in your mind.
Yeah.
Like all the stuff, like the stress and stuff that gets built up in your mind. So take the feedback, for example.
Yeah.
It's the same sentence, the same words, but the way you take it is like, oh, okay, yeah, that means we on the right track.
Right.
And the way I take it, I'm like, how dare you? I mean, I didn't think that, really, but I did think it wasn't a positive thought that I thought. I was like, man, I want to stop reading the feedback because it hurt.
I promise you, I did not look at it like that.
I was like, all right, bet. Let me go buy some stuff so y'all can stop talking about our saying. So that's what I did. I mean, but you gotta put the action to it. You can't just say that, well, I hear you, or I'm mad at that. I'm gonna just be mad at this feedback, and I'm not gonna do nothing about it.
And see, I just take it how your dad is, how we do it at church. He was yelling trial and error, but I wasn't hearing that. I was like, man, dude, do you not hear this? These folks sound like this and that sound like this. Well, just trial and error. And then just trial and error. Then one Sunday it clicked, I said, it's just trial and error. It only takes one time to get it right.
You only gotta get it right
once.
And then once we got it, it was there. So off of that,
It'll hit you. It can hit you multiple times, and you don't never hear it to that time that you need it.
Exactly.
The time. It's all in the timing.
Aha as in little dirt.
Aha as in aha.
Can we get a graphic like
aha? I don't know how to use the buttons yet, so I ain't finna do that yet. I don't want to mess up nothing.
That's what I was thinking in my head.
We'll play with the. It looks like a beat making machine.
Yeah, Metro.
Yeah, there it is, JT.
But one thing I did want to talk about, or kind of echo, is say not taking it personal. So y'all know I like words, so I had to look up what personal meant in terms of etymology. Mm-hmm. And it means of a person. So their characteristics, the beliefs, ideas, exposures, experience, and an array of other things. Think about challenging any of that. Because I don't know what you've been through.
Sometimes Rashad gets so deep, it's got to sink in for a second. Yeah.
It gets so deep, and then all you can do is take a deep breath. Because it goes right to a picture. It goes to a moment. And that's the hard part, because I've been trying to... Okay, finish. Oh.
Try.
Okay. I have been practicing.
Okay. AI. Talking about practice.
Not a game.
What's your word again?
Macro?
No.
Micro?
The word
personal.
Personal. Oh, personal. Yeah.
I've been practicing bypassing feelings and not taking it personal. Mm-hmm. Because when we take it personal, we're actually adding fuel to the unseen. It's actually
constructing something.
Yeah, we building something that sometimes not even.
It's not real.
It's not real.
Plant that seed.
And then, yes, plant the seed. And then sometimes, it's not that we're not seeing it. It's not that it's not real. It's just sometimes it's not time, or it's going to do more damage too soon. Like you said, sometimes it hits you so many times. And then when it's time, it's like, boom. So I'm practicing not putting too much energy on things that I can't change. Because that's when it get personal. You try to change something or someone, and they not even seeing that it's them.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll just see me. They said, I put a post yesterday that said, put a pot of boiling hot water, and while it's boiling, you can't see you. And that's what people do. They be trying to tell somebody, but they boiling, they angry, they upset, and they're frustrated. They're trying to get something out, but they're boiling, they can't see it. But they said, just wait till that water simmer down. When it's time for them to see them, they'll see it. But for the time being, I bet you'll find something in you that you try to show them. So I let the water stop boiling, and all I do is practice on making sure I'm good. Because we lose days, bro, trying to show somebody else them. It's almost like savior syndrome. You can't save them if they don't want to be saved, or know that they have a problem, or know that they're too deep out there. So
yeah, you can never want more than the person that needs it.
And that comes with that big old heart. That's what I want. I'm practicing to giving it to God. Like, God, that's bothering me for real, but I'm gonna give it to you. I don't like the way this feel, but I'm gonna give it to you. I don't like the way they said that, but I'm gonna give it to you, because any negativity, that's what strikes up the trauma.
It's the intent behind it. Now, if it's malice, then of course.
Yeah.
But if it's to groom you for greatness, it's gonna strike you different.
Mm-hmm. But that's the problem, though, because you can't differentiate between if you operate in your feelings,
or your flesh,
your emotions. You can't differentiate between what's constructive criticism and throwing blows at you. That's where I believe we're saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, we're practicing getting out of, like, putting the emotions and feelings aside, and don't take it personal. Don't let it become part of us. Like you said, personal is part of you. It's your characteristics. If you let those feedbacks and let the negative comments and let all that, anything, whether it's positive or negative, if you absorb that and you just take it in, and it becomes part of you.
Oh, one thing I forgot.
It does become personal.
Consumption is another characteristic. It's what you consume in any way.
And that's what you do. If you're taking it personal, you're consuming it, and it becomes you.
You add negativity to the little positive you already had with the consumption of negativity, and the negativity gonna outweigh the positive due to the fact that you're getting it in, and then it's gonna play. Then it's gonna bounce around in your mind. Then you can't sleep. Then you can't be around people. Then folk feel your vibe off, your spirit, man. But your vibe, we'll say vibe. And then all those things. So all of us are right. But I was thinking of how Josh was saying you can't how you say the word? Differentiate the two off feelings. I'm thinking back to, I played softball from 16 to 35. 32 is when I started to get to my full maximum capacity of learning, because I moved away from my feelings. I'll be at the plate. You dip, Q. Who do you think he talking to? I do this. I'm hitting home runs. I'm getting on base. They said to me now, I'm walking back. Hey, I dip. Stay tall. Stay tall. Stay tall. Stay tall. And then it's just second nature. Josh will tell you, flag football. I get in there, miss a flag, somebody say something, I'm snapping out. Because
Take yourself out the game. I ain't
playing.
playing no more.
I'm through like a big child. But I didn't know I didn't know that I had trauma that was undealt with at the time because the gym was involved, and it's just sometimes in life you're not ready to grow yet. You don't even have the capacity to. So now I'm in a place now where it's like, whatever you need from me, I'm willing. Josh takes it sometimes as I'm being a butthole. I can sit out here on back. I don't have to be on the camera. This y'all today. He don't like when I say y'all. But it's okay. Because
you said it less now.
Yeah. Because, you know why? Because I know how it makes you feel. When you...
Activated.
You used to do it for... You were doing it for yourself. Yeah. Which was selfish. But then you decided, like, you know what? I don't like the way that makes him feel. So I'm going to change that. So you decided to change that.
It's a compromise.
Yeah.
I was doing it to protect me.
Mm-hmm. Because of the past.
Yeah, not just the past. You just, in general. Life rejection, bro. That's big for me. So I would do that, but now I'm at a place where we go back just a month ago, I don't like how it makes me feel. But sometimes you can't even say nothing, and I just gotta be like, this our show, but I could be out here. Because he don't feel no way. He feel like, okay, I ain't knocking him out his groove, and I'm safe. My heart's safe, so you have to look at the perspectives sometimes outside of your eyes because it can destruct. That's what I'm learning.
You say that a lot now. You'll say
that's
something.
That's what my life is.
You'll say something and be like, yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
Dang, I just put it, it just hit me though when you said it.
Mm-hmm.
Cause the old me would have been like, do that for him? What are you trying to say like he know me? I did. Because I knew how it made you feel. I can't go back and harp on though.
I probably need to get Layla from the game.
Oh.
From the track meet.
She calling?
Yeah, she calling now.
On my camera?
So you're running on everybody against everybody that had blocks and you ain't had none. Hey. You think I won my first race against everybody that was good? No, I didn't.
Sounded like JT.
It ain't too many times that you gotta lose before you win. Trust me, not.
Oh, this one, sure.
Good. Remember that when you train, you get mad enough to change it. It's not okay to lose. Don't let nobody tell you it's okay to lose.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not. Winning, it's not okay to lose. But
it's okay.
It's necessary.
It's okay to learn from the lessons.
Yeah.
Winning, like losing, is necessary because just ask everybody who's ever been a champion of anything. You remember the losing, but more do you remember the wins.
What you said? I remember the one game them LMT boys almost beat up.
That's the fastest group. And this your first time, but this your first time with a big track meet. Last time you had just a few people. You had 22 teams there. And yeah, but you'll learn. It's your first time ever running track. So cut yourself a little slack. You didn't quit. Hey, if you would have stopped in the middle of the thing, I would have had to, we would have been having a different conversation. Yeah, you kept going and you finished. That's the most important part.
That's what you remember next time.
You learn from those
experiences. Trust me, next time you gonna remember
what place you came in.
It wouldn't last, but
until it get get two up. The goal is two up next time.
That's Uncle Quail talking.
Yeah. Don't.
It was 8 of us.
All right. Well, don't say no numbers. I got you though. Just listen to me.
She was in the first heat, the fastest heat.
Okay, so all I'm saying is next time, remember this moment. Like your dad said, take this with you. But forget where you was and focus on where you try to get to. Don't try to get to the front. If it happened, it happened. But just go for at least 2 more slots up.
Knock one more out.
Yeah.
Every time.
Every time, because...
And it's the hardest. She was in lane 8, because you can't see nobody.
Oh, the outside.
Outside lane, you can't see. Everybody's on your left, and you can't see them until they start passing.
I was in first. At first.
Oh, it feel like you in first. Because there ain't nobody else out there.
I was in first at first. And then, like, around that curve, I started seeing all of them coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
See, that's a lesson that you have to run your own race, because no matter who you see or don't see, you have to keep running.
Yeah.
You have to keep running all the way to the end, because the hardest part is that last 50. Because that curve is easy.
Yeah,
And then you get down to the next 50 a little bit better, but that last 50, if you done gave everything you had, you ain't got nothing left. So you just, you keep running. Trust me. You just keep.
And when I told Mama, she started laughing. She thought it was funny. She really thought it was funny. And I told her it's not okay to get second to last.
Let me.
That's how my daughter talks.
But now let me tell you why she thinks it's funny. You know why she thinks it's funny? Because we've been trying to teach you how to run and get you lessons and stuff, and you ain't listening. So now you'll listen because.
I wouldn't like you told me to. Okay, so Coach told me, when I want to, need to go faster, move my, legs up higher, higher forward a little bit.
Yeah. That's
And
all
I
it
did
is.
that, and I still got second to
Well,
last.
hey, you did it right though.
But you gotta keep practicing.
Yeah.
You keep practicing no matter what. No matter how it makes you, no matter what place you get, you keep practicing. Getting, like Uncle Quill said, get the next, instead of 7, 6, 5, 4, you just knock one out at a time. But this is gonna take work. And it ain't gonna be where everybody see it.
It's gonna be practice outside of practice.
That's gonna be the outside practice.
You're talking to a champion.
That's when
You're talking to a champion.
She don't believe it. I done showed you the rings and the medals.
Hey, I'm
everything.
telling you. Listen to him.
But that don't matter though, because you run your own race. It don't matter what nobody else already did ahead of you.
I digress to the point of you're somebody that was successful in it, so why not?
Yeah, but that's true. But when you ain't got experience, and you're in a mode of being kind of cocky, you feel yourself a little bit.
I agree. You gotta get the experience.
We all been there. He was like, "Oh, I'm good. And then when you get dusted, it'd be like, "Oh, now
you
it's
got
time."
dusted before?
Yeah.
All right then, but
now it's time to listen.
But you ended as a champ
because failure. We already talked about it, but it's still an event.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if y'all want to keep talking, but I need to go get my
daughter.
daughter.
Of course. Now we can end here. We keep Layla some bonus footage for the Patreon.
All right. By the way, you on the podcast. You was talking on the podcast.
Oh, my bad.
No.
Nah, you good.
We're glad you came. Special guest.
You part of it.
You came in
at the right time.
You came in at the right time we just talked about, and he just had to walk it out with you. So it was perfect timing.
Even though you took Uncle Quill's private camera off.
It's okay. It's not about me. It shifted over to you. It's okay.
You good. It was good.
Are they still doing? Oh, I know they're tired. Oh,
they still running?
Yeah. They doing the 4x4.
Okay, that's the last one.
Now.
That's the last race.
Yeah,
that's where I got my bread and butter. The 2 rings.
Hey.
Yeah. Guess what, Daddy?
What's up?
I'm not going to state anymore. It's only distance going to state now.
Oh, that's fine. It's your first. It's your first time. You don't always get to go to the big show. Your first time.
And you just in the 6th grade?
Now let me tell you how I in 7th grade.
7? Okay.
Let me tell you how I got my first losses as a sophomore. A whole bunch of seniors got hurt, so I had to step in to a lot of relays that got dusted. We got dusted out there. I didn't win. I don't even know. We didn't place. I ain't get no ribbons from that one. I ain't no medals. But trust, next year, won. Year after that, won. Because you gotta hate losing more than you love winning. And I'm gonna drop the mic
Hey.
for that.
Hey. And that ends tonight's show. We'll be back with a part 2.
Mm-hmm.
And we out.